Welcome back to Baby Steps to Science. I'm your demonstrator, Early On Sean. One of the first scientific observations your child will make is through cause and effect. For babies, this is viewed through object permanence, which is just a fancy way of saying peekaboo. Your baby is still learning that even when things can't be seen, heard, or smelled, that they haven't disappeared. You can play games with them like hiding things under containers or behind containers and asking where is it before you reveal it. This is a fun way for a baby to find that things are in fact permanent. Hiding items behind mirrors can extend this play as they begin to learn that it's just a reflection. Other examples of cause and effect are through physical changes. So that could be as simple as just turning on and off a light, mixing paint colors, making mud, mixing up items in a bin, crumpling paper, or even just pulling things apart. When they show an interest in these changes, offer them these opportunities so that they can see how they're able to transform their world. Many of those activities are fun for any age through the early years, but as they get older, they might be more excited about other changes, such as the chemical change or chemical reactions. A chemical change that everybody can enjoy is the glow stick. That snap is the breaking of a divider that keeps two solutions apart. And when those solutions come together, they make a reaction. A chemical change that almost everybody enjoys is baking. But the reaction isn't the fun part. So let's look at something that maybe is a little bit more fun watching the reaction. A reaction that most people know about is when we mix vinegar with baking soda. The vinegar is an acid and the baking soda is a base. And when you mix the two, that's when you get a reaction. Let's see what happens. A lot of bubbles come out really quickly all at once. The reaction is fast and it ends quickly as well. And all that's left is a little bit of foam, and there's still some vinegar left in the bottom, and it's still bubbling as well. Last time I had mixed colored water with vegetable oil, and they had stayed separate because of density. I've done it again this week in larger glass containers. Another demonstration that we can do is using effervescent tablets. This has the acid and the base in one tablet. And the reason they don't react when they're together is because they're a solid and they need a liquid for the molecules to move. We can place these tablets inside each jar and we can see what happens. The reaction was quick, but it was pretty interesting. So that was what happened when the energy was inside the tablet and then it was released. But what about if the energy was already in the liquid? This is a bottle of carbonated water, and it just looks like regular water at first. But when you open it, some of that energy is released, and you still get the bubbles that you had seen. Look at that. As you can see, the bubbles are now rising to the top. So there's already a reaction before I even do anything to it. I wonder if there's a way that we can get those bubbles to come out a lot faster. Many of you have also seen the demonstration with the mints being placed inside the carbonated drink. I'm going to use 4 of these mints, and we're going to see the reaction we can get out of the clear, just plain carbonated water. The mints actually release the energy inside the carbonated water rather than reacting with it. It's more to do with the structure of the mint rather than what was in them. And that wasn't entirely exciting. And that's because we used just plain carbonated water. If we were to use one that had other chemicals in it, like aspartame, then it would have a much better reaction. But I'm not going to do that inside. We're going to take this outside. So let's go give it a try. As you can see, they went a lot higher than the plain carbonated water, but they still didn't get much higher than this. Try and see if you can find ways to make it go even higher. Thanks for joining me this week on Baby Steps to Science. Come along next time and we'll explore other ways that children in the early years learn about science one step at a time.